What's up, guys? Dylon here, and today we're going on an adventure. Comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into this video. This is a question that I have seen and that I have had about the Vitruvian. What happens when the power goes out? I remember a video or a book. It was a book by Grant Cardone, and he was talking about, I think it was the 10X method. I think that was the book that he wrote that I got this story from. But it also coincides with another book called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, however you say his name. Sorry, Jocko, if you ever listen to this. But basically, his book was called Extreme Ownership. And so it's the same idea. It's how can you take ownership over all the things in your life that you can control so that you are best prepared for scenarios or situations that arise that challenge your ability to do the things that you want to do. And so in Grant Cardone's case, in the book, he wrote about a storm or a hurricane coming through and you not having power, and then saying, because I don't have power, I didn't get the work done, or I didn't do the things, or I couldn't send that email, or I couldn't make that call, whatever thing that you can't do because you didn't have power. And for a lot of people, it'd be like, okay, that's a reasonable thing. So, but what if you look at it from the perspective of the reason why you don't have power? Sure, there's a hurricane, but are there solutions out there to enable you to have power in situations where your normal source of power is not accessible? And yeah, there are. You buy a generator. And so if a situation arises where you can't do something because you don't have power, and you knew beforehand, and take this video as a warning, or it has information, so you know beforehand that you can actually still have power when the power goes out. It's called buying a generator and using a generator. Okay, and that's an important perspective to have. And so when it comes to the Vitruvian, if you got to plug it into the wall, if you're like, I'm not going to work out because the power is out. Okay, if you're doing stuff that you need to have your time and attention to because the power is out, like you're fixing things, I understand that. Right, you can't get a workout in for the day. But if you don't want to make excuses and you take extreme ownership over your situation, over your fitness journey, over your tools that you have, and you want to be able to work out no matter what, even if the power goes out, well, what do? You buy a generator. Okay, you go and buy a generator that you can plug your machine into, that you can run, so you can still get that workout in, and perhaps you can use that generator for other things, like making sure your refrigerator doesn't stop cooling your food, so you still have food, or whatever else you want to use that generator for. So today, what we're going to go do is we're going to get a generator from Costco, and we're going to see if it works with the Vitruvians. All right, we're at Costco. Check out this one right here. You see here, we have running watts 7,500, 9,400 starting watts. And I guess it varies depending on the fuel you use for it. It's pretty hefty. I mean, this thing is pretty substantial. I bet it would work. I think you just need 1,000 watts to make it run. So let's get this thing. All right, so that was a success. Got the generator, you can see it back there. It is big and heavy. I probably could get a smaller one because this thing apparently goes up to 7,500 watts and the Vitruvian needs 1,000 at its max, but it was what was available at Costco. So yeah, we're gonna see if the Vitruvian will work with a generator. So this is a portable generator, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, getting out the generator right there to make sure it works so I can take the Vitruvian up to the top of the world. All right, got the generator there, Vitruvian there. It worked. Vitruvian was able to do some bicep curls. Power supply is adequate. I'm excited for the adventure. All right, got the generator fired up here. It's running. We'll see if we're at elevation here. We'll see if it works at higher elevations when we hit this thing up the mountain. But this works. All right, we are loaded up. Got the generator, got all the Vitruvian stuff. We're headed to the Continental Divide. We were gonna go to the top of a 14er, but we're a little late in the season and the roads are closed. So I'm not gonna haul a 80-pound piece of workout equipment and a 300-pound generator to the top of a 14er right now through the snow. That might be a summer activity. But the goal for today is to do, I think we're going up to about 12,000 feet, is to do 12,000 pounds total of lifts and try to get over 1,000 pounds between the 3 lifts, the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. So should be able to make that happen. We'll see if the generator and the Vitruvian can operate at that high elevation. It's gonna be fun. Service for whatever reason. So I gotta get a personal best in this session. Let's see if it'll do that. Doesn't have an offline mode, or if it does, I wasn't aware. So none of my weights were saved, so it won't let me go above 44 pounds. So I'll have to come back when the app has offline mode and is saved and do 400 plus up here and hit my numbers. But the machine works. It's great. So far so good. It's cold and windy. We're switching it up right now. Gonna do some squats. right, we're back in the car again, and it was a success. So windy. My eyes are like red and watery from all the wind, so we got the sport glasses on. But the Vitruvian, it did the work. It worked at 12,000 feet. Pretty incredible. Yeah, it's not just a home gym. You can take this thing anywhere. If you got a hookup, it's awesome. For you van lifers out there, you can put this in your van. If you got 1,000+ watt outlet, you can exercise with your Vitruvian. Pretty dang incredible what it can do. Now, I will say, one problem I ran into with it was there's no cell service out here. And because there's no cell service, when I logged onto the app, it had none of my data on the app. And maybe there's a feature that can have an offline mode where you can save some offline workouts and stuff like that to the Vitruvian, so in case you don't have cell service for whatever reason, you can do it. And so the problem that I created was I was going to try to lift 12,000 pounds in total, do 1,000 pounds between my bench, my deadlift, and my squat. But since it couldn't read my profile and my data, what happened was it only let me go to 44 pounds. Everything was locked. It was basically like beginner mode for the Vitruvian. So that's a bummer that it did that. But other than that, the Vitruvian performed great. It worked, came on, was able to do multiple exercises, was still able to use the app, just wasn't able to get the weights that I would have liked just because I didn't have the service. But yeah, Vitruvian is on top of the world on the Continental Divide. So that's pretty cool. I think it's probably a world record for the highest elevation anyone's ever used the Vitruvian not hooked up to their house. I don't know if their house is at 12,000 feet, but it's probably the highest elevation of Vitruvian's ever been used. So that's pretty neat. When the snow melts and summer comes, I'm going to a top of a 14er, and we're gonna get the Vitruvian working, and we're gonna do 400 pounds on top of a 14er. So stay tuned for that. I am pumped and I'm excited. At 12,000 feet, the Continental Divide, beautiful scenery. I got to do a workout looking at just gorgeous mountains. Incredible, really fun. It was so windy. My eyes are bloodshot from all the wind, so that's why I got the glasses on, sports glasses on. A little bit cold, not too bad, but a little bit cold. Super cool. So if you want to support the channel, see more videos like this, use discount code or click one of the affiliate links below to help support the channel. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to do a Vitruvian video in some other cool place, and I'll try to make that happen. So that's it for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.